Many people depend and believe what is written in newspapers. Do you think that the Murdoch press has an ethical obligation to present non-biased political reporting rather than the outright campaigning we have witnessed in The Australian, a paper I once respected, and The Telegraph, which plays to divisions, fear and hatreds and causes anxiety in our fragile communities?
Gary Bailey.
What a newspaper does, when it does its job very well, is hold up basically what is a mirror on our community and what is happening. And the reporting of those two papers you mentioned, I believe, is an accurate reflection of the community concern about, in particular, the carbon tax. You may well disagree with it, but they are stories that are actually packed with facts. They are good reporting, and there's commentary as well. For as long as I've been a journalist, and it's been 42 years, when governments are in trouble, the first people who are blamed are the messengers, without exception, in my view. We have a robust press in Australia. The Australian is only serving its audience, the audience it believes it needs to connect with. It's doing its job in that regard. If you don't like it, you can always go somewhere else. But if you compare some of the reporting, say in the Fairfax press, and I think Dennis Shanahan revealed this very well on Saturday in comparing the two pieces of reportage. In fact, the Fairfax press was more strident in its reporting of the government's fall in the polls than the Australian.
Christine Milne.
Look, the Murdoch press has been running a very strong campaign against action on climate change. The bias is extreme in the Australian in particular. You'll see column inch. Column inch after column inch of every climate sceptic in the country run with exactly the same authority as the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, as if they are the same. You'll find day after day a real attempt at regime change. Now, a newspaper's supposed to be running with fairness and with balance, and that paper is not doing it. And one of the useful things about the hacking scandal in the UK is that it will lead to an inquiry into the media in Australia, and that is well and truly overdue. And we are at last going to see some real discussion about issues around rights to privacy, around issues like the level of ownership and dominance of the Murdoch press in several capital cities around Australia. We'll also have a look at a range of other issues, including who are fit and proper people, into whether we need that test to people to be running media outlets. So I think this is a really useful opportunity, especially as the media is changing so rapidly. Everything's going online, newspapers online. You wonder if you call them newspapers anymore in that sense. So it's time we had a good inquiry, and certainly bias is going to be one of the things that certainly will be looked at.
Okay.